back to my channel. It's your girl latesha-kharizma. To all my new K-Squad members, welcome to the family, girl. Let's get into this review. Today we are talking about the OUTRE Perfect Hairline WESLYN 22-inch 13 by 6 lace frontal wig. I have her in the color DRST Chocolate Swirl, and I'm going to link everything in the description box below if you guys want to go ahead and purchase her, as well as leave you guys a special little discount code so you can save some coinage. And shout out to Ebony Line for sponsoring this video today. So let's get into it, you guys. So WESLYN had supposed to have came out like months ago. I don't even, like, I think 2024 this was supposed to have came out. And I have been eyeing her for months, and every time OUTRE would put it on the website, you know, to announce that it was coming, it wouldn't. So I'm just really glad that WESLYN is finally here. Now, looking at the stock card, of course, I was a bit like, ooh, I hope this is not going to be a wig fish. I think it's just for me reviewing wigs for so many years now. I just be getting just the EBGBs, like, man, please don't let this thing be a wig fish. But it wasn't a wig fish per se, you guys. We're going to talk about it some more. Let's go ahead and jump into the stats. 2 combs in the front, 1 comb in the back with your adjustable straps. This is a synthetic hair lace wig unit. The style on her is going to be wavy at 22 inches long, 13 by 6 lace frontal, HD transparent lace, fully hand-tied lace, no plucking required, design ready to wear and easy to style. Heat resistant fiber safe up to 400 degrees. This is a glueless wig, and it also comes with that pre-attached elastic band that y'all know I love so much. So let's get into Miss WESLYN, ladies. Okay, says here that there's no plucking required. Yes, there is, girl. But you guys know that they said it on most of the units anyway. But yeah, you're going to have to go in and pluck, Miss Lady. But the lace is really nice. I love perfect hairlines. They're really easy to install as opposed to the melted hairlines. So the lace is cool. Love the lace. The hairline is great. But it is light. And you're going to have to go in with some powder if you want to blend this to get it to, you know, really blend into your skin or whatnot. And then you are also going to have to go in and pluck, Miss Lady, as well, just to get your hairline to look as natural as you need it to. Now let's go ahead and get into this density. Density is great, not too thick, not too thin. I do not feel tracks going throughout the unit, you guys. It's a really great density. Now it is a lot of hair, although it is fairly short at 22 inches, coming right below my bust area. It is a great, well, it's a good amount of hair, you guys. I'm not gonna say that it's super heavy because it's not, but it is hot now. It is the summer, so you know, if you are gonna decide to wear this, that's fine, but just beware that since it's super hot out, you may sweat a bit under the unit because there is a lot of hair going on, as well as the density, right? Now, as far as the texture is concerned, this is going to be a light, yucky, wavy texture. And this is another reason why I was like, oh God, I hope I don't get wig fish, because I wanted to make sure that the waves stayed in this unit. And when I took her out the package, I'm like, it's not as wavy as it was in the stock card. But I mean, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. It's just enough waves to get me to be satisfied, girl. So I'm not mad at all with the unit. I also wanted to get it because of the style and the fact that I wanted it to flow, because I loved how it looked on the stock card. And I'm like, wow, that's like an easy breezy unit, you know, like it's gonna look great with the wind blowing through her. It's gonna look really natural. But yeah, the texture is definitely the winner of this unit, you guys. It's so soft, fingers are going right through her. And being that the texture is a soft, light, yucky texture, it does look fairly natural, right? I'm also thinking it's because it's the color I got with the chocolate swirl, which is also on the stock cards. And speaking of colors, you guys, they have beautiful colors in this unit, you guys. Ocean blue, red velvet, Sakura blossom, which is the pink on the stock card. 2/red kiss is also on the stock card. 4/orange kiss, DRFF4 ginger copper, DRST4 honey walnut, and I can't read that, L something honey ash blonde. Look, your girl getting old, girl, and I needed to bring my readers on here so I could at least see this little print. But y'all get where I'm going. There's some beautiful color stories going on in this unit. For me, I really love this style. I mean, the color that I got, although I know a lot of you guys are probably going to veer off to the Sakura blossom, that pinky color, but I can't do it. I can't do it, ma'am. So, you know, sometimes I want to wear my units more than once. And it's just like, girl, the Sakura Blossom is cute, but I ain't trying to wear that every day. Like, where am I supposed to wear that? But anywho, yeah, you guys, the unit is very, very gorgeous though. And I really do love just how natural looking the unit is. This is going to be a small, medium, and large head friendly unit. It does come with that adjustable strap. I have a smaller sized head. And I do have the combs adjusted, but that's only because I wanted it to really stay like on this side here. I just wanted it to be a little snug, but I really didn't need to utilize the combs either way. I just decided to do that because I wanted to make sure that it was snug, like on the right side. Now, it is a bit uncomfortable doing that, so just keep that in mind. And if the wig does get a bit uncomfortable, you can always adjust your strap back there to make it as comfortable as possible. Now, being that this is a lace frontal, dolls, it's a 13x6. If you are new here and if you do not know what a frontal is, you basically get 13x6 inches of space right here at the top of the unit to do whatever you want to do with it. Be it right side parts, left side parts, middle parts, half up styles, like half up, half down styles. You can do that within the 13x6 lace front area, which is always fun because that way we can do our different styles. I opted for a right side part and I was fine with that because I wanted to just keep the unit down. I didn't want to do like a half up, half down or anything weird. I just wanted to keep it as is. And then we're gonna get into the layers as well, dolls. So I did notice that there aren't too many layers. There's like a few in the front, but not many. I would say one. There's like one layer because I ended up having to cut some, okay? Like I had to cut some layers into this. So there's not many layers. So I would suggest if you want to put some more like face framing layers in, you definitely can. That's what I did. And it came out the way that I needed it to. And only because, like I said, I flipped it to a right side part. That's why I wanted more face framing layers. But there aren't really lots of layers in this unit. I think the gist, or not the gist, but the star of the show with the unit is going to be the waves. So I think they kind of just focused in on the waves and not so much the layers, if you guys understand what I'm saying with that. So yes, ladies, Miss WESLYN definitely flows with me. She is full of body, she is full of bounce, so natural. Can't wait to wear this outside where the wind is blowing so I can just kind of shake my wig and go. Loving the natural body, loving the natural density, loving the natural flow of the wig. Absolutely gorgeous. So you guys already know, as long as it's flowing with me, I'm a happy girl. I cannot stand stiff synthetic wigs. Oh my God, loathe. So let's go ahead and get into this install, dolls. It wasn't very hard, but it did take a minute, okay? So this obviously is a lace frontal. You can either, you know, melt her or not because it is still a glueless unit. I opted to melt the front of the unit. Although it's glueless, the lace is really light. So you may have to go in and melt her because you want to get that lace to look as natural as possible, am I right? And sometimes when you don't melt it and the lace is a bit light, I don't care how much you blend it, it just doesn't look right. That's just my own take, right? So I did melt the front of it just a tiny bit. Went in with, you know, my little lace liquid there, my little lace front liquid. Took a tiny brush and just dabbed across the hairline. That's all I did. I didn't do anything intricate. I did pluck the front of the unit a bit as well. Went in with my blow dryer, tied it down. I was good to go, you guys. So I try to keep it as minimal as possible when melting these units. You guys know I'm a lazy daisy girl. If I don't have to melt, I definitely am not going to do that. But I do like that method of just taking a small makeup brush, whatever you have, and just dipping it into your liquid melt spray or whatnot, and just dabbing across the hairline there, you know, until you get that perfect melt. That's what I would do. If you don't want to melt the whole thing down, like the whole perimeter, I would definitely do that, you guys. So I went ahead, did that, loved how it came out there, went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzing powder around the perimeter once again, just to blend as much as I could. I thought about going into this unit with mousse, but decided against it because I didn't want to weigh the unit down. I want the waves and the body to be the showcase of the unit. So I decided against the mousse because there are a bit of flyaways in this unit and mousse definitely would tame those. But for the sake of the video and showing you guys how the wig looks in its natural state, I decided against that. I did go in with my concealer in the right parting area there. And then I just went in with a little bit of a wax stick right there by the part. Took my hot comb, kind of flattened it out. Pretty much good to go. And like I said, I did cut layers into it. Now I only cut layers here on the right side of the unit. I didn't cut layers into any other part. Really didn't need to. I just wanted the layers on the right side part because I wanted it to kind of offset my facial features as well. And like I said, that was pretty much it, you guys. As far as shading and tangling, I did get some shedding. That was because I did cut the lace. No tangles as of yet, but you're definitely going to get some. It is a fairly, you know, long unit and it's wavy, so you're definitely going to get some tangles there. But you won't get them on the first day that you get the wig. You guys already know how synthetic wigs work. So yeah, I was in the mirror no longer than 20 minutes. So I'm not going to say this is going to be a throw on and go. It's definitely not going to be one of those. You're going to have to do a little bit of work with her. But it's not, it's like, I would say it's like a beginner intermediate wig, right? Like if you are familiar with melting and things like that, fine. I would say if you are a real beginner, then no, this probably isn't the unit for you. But other than that, yeah, it's definitely going to be intermediate. It's not a hard install at all, you guys. I was done 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into the pros and the cons of Miss WESLYN. So cons, I think that the unit should have used a bit more layering. Definitely a bit more layering. It would have been absolutely gorgeous, especially with the waves. Just some face framing layers. Didn't need to be a lot, but definitely the layers definitely needed to be there. I also wanted more waves in the unit. The waves are there, but I just need a little bit more outre. Once again, not a deal breaker because the waves are there, but I just want a little bit more because it just seems like on the stock card, oh girl, with my color, the color that I'm wearing, hers just looks like she has so many more waves, but they could have put those in manually, who knows. So like I said, it's not a deal breaker, I'm just saying. Okay, also the combs. So I do have my comb adjusted, but having the comb adjusted, it really makes it hard to put it behind my ear. That's the only thing. So I don't know if they should put the combs lower or whatnot, knowing that on the stock card you got one girl with her hair behind her ear, knowing that maybe people might want to do the same style as her. So yeah, I just wanted the combs to be a little bit lower, but once again, not a big deal breaker because the pros are going to outweigh the cons. Love the color blends on this unit. Love the concept of the style. It's easy, it's breezy. It's just a fun unit for the summer dolls. I am absolutely loving the style of this. I love that it's a very lightweight unit as well, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, the star of the show is definitely going to be the density of the unit as well as the texture of the unit. So I'm going to go ahead and give this my Christmas stamp of approval. Head over to Ebony Line, pick Miss WESLYN. Okay, dolls, that's pretty much it for my review. Do not forget to hit that thumbs up button, as well as follow me here at the K-Squad. That's the sub button, my face popping up on the screen. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at LATISHA-KHARIZMA76 for more beauty and hair related content, as well as look out for my YouTube shorts. I am always uploading them, and they're also focused on beauty, hair, and whatnot. I will see you guys in the next review. Stay beautiful and blessed as always. Bye.